I hate the corporate structure. I hate the formal corporate structure that is working in an office and, you have a boss and you have to say, yes, sir, no, sir. And when the boss comes, you have to show that you're busy or do the work. And the boss walks around with the air of authority. And then you get people who want to impress the boss, and then there are others who want to kiss the boss's ass, and then there are others who don't work, but when the boss is there, they show that they are doing work. Now, what made me suddenly come out with this thought? Near my house, a new 7-Eleven has opened. Okay, they constructed it from like literally nothing. There was nothing there, and they constructed it in, I think, less than 2 weeks. The whole construction, everything, very fast, very, very fast. So, new staff, and yesterday night, midnight, was the official opening. And because it's near our house, my wifey, she told me, I asked her, like, would they give any free gifts and giveaways? So my wifey checked and she said, yeah, they're giving. And if you spend 150, you get a plastic plate, different colors for children. If you spend 250, you get a nice, like, good quality bag, stitched. And if you spend 350, you get a plastic box, foldable. So my wife wanted the foldable plastic box. And so we thought about it because we regularly shop at 7-Eleven. So I told her, okay, we'll just make a list of what all we need and I'll go. Since it's midnight, she has to sleep and take the baby to school the next day. I said, I'll go there and I'll do the shopping. So made the list, and I was the first guy there. I waited outside and they were open, but they didn't officially open. And finally, one of the staff members who knows me from, more or less the same staff work in all the 7-Elevens. Just different owners are there. So he recognized me. I said, can I come in and choose what I want? So by the time you open, I can be the first customer. He said, yeah, sure. So I went in, was busy taking all the stuff like seaweed packets. I like rice with fish, I eat every day. Then, my baby, she likes the clay, the clay, which is hardly 25 baht, but it's colorful set. She always buys that. Yeah, even though I think I've purchased over 100. Like, she'll just buy, use it, and so it's a cheap toy and all that. Then detergent for cleaning the clothes, the smell. What do you call that? Yeah, air freshener. Not air freshener, clothes freshener. Okay, so all these things, I took it in the shopping cart, and I had my smartphone with the calculator. I was busy calculating how much is it. And then, I don't drink bottled water. I drink carbonated water, like sparkling, you call it, soda water. So even though there is at the house, I purchased all that. It's okay. I had everything. And right at 12 o'clock, I pushed a trolley, all the stuff we purchased. I think I spent around 1,100 baht. So we managed to get 3 foldable boxes. And then I wanted the plastic plate for the baby. It's a pink one, Hello Kitty. So I told the guy, he said, you have to spend 150 more. It's okay, I spent and bought some crispy seaweed. A squid. Yeah. So came home and woke up my wife, even though it was 1 o'clock. She saw everything. She was like, yeah, good. And then she said, tomorrow after I get up, I'll go and check if there's any other thing to shop, any special offers. Because sometimes they put it in the Thai language, no? Even though I slept late, I think I literally slept at 4:30 or 5. I woke up at around 7:30 and my wife was going to drop the baby. I said, okay, I'll also come. So went there and after we dropped my baby, then we went to the 7-Eleven, and that is where this experience took place. Now mind you, it's morning. It's like 8 o'clock when all the offices and everything opens up and people are ready to go to work. So the same old staff who was there working in the night, they were there. They recognized me. But now, apart from the staff, the manager, the 7-Eleven brand manager was there. There were a couple of people who were very familiar because I've seen them. Whenever they open a 7-Eleven store, they are normally there. Then the outlet manager was there for that particular unit. And then obviously some high-ranking individuals in terms of hierarchy, corporate hierarchy, were also there. So in the night when I went there, they were very friendly and very nice. Okay, like they're talking like friends, and even though I didn't understand the language, they were, talking, joking. And remember this much, most of the people in 7-Eleven are in their like 20s, 30s, they're young. Nobody at a very old age works there, all youngsters. But now, when the bosses were there, all the bosses, everyone was like standing stiff and like, being very formal. And like when I said hi to them, they're Swadikap, and just Swadikap is the Thai greeting. And like when the boss was walking, you get 2 other assistants walking and anything you need. And if the boss would say, do this, they would immediately make it proper. And if you say, oh, this display is not proper, oh, immediately they would do it. So there was that tension, there was that fear. So nobody was joking, nobody was smiling. Everyone's trying to be prim, proper, perfect. So the guy who assisted me, in the night, I told, when I wanted to go in, I wanted to put in a good word. So the manager, I think the senior most, one of the senior, was instructing him what to do. And was talking to him. He was the other side of the counter. So I wanted to put in a good word so that he looks good in front of the boss. So this lady, she was a lady. So after they finished talking, we are standing at the cash register to check out. So I just put my arm around not arm around like this, like just put my hand on that lady, and she turned around and I said, this staff is very good, this staff very good. So, obviously because she's at a very senior level, she was like very smug and, okay. And this guy who was so friendly and so like relaxed with me the night before, here he was just worried, what was I going to say to the boss? And he didn't even stand there to acknowledge or be acknowledged. He immediately, I think she had told him to do some work. He immediately was just like not there. He was going and doing his work. And so the boss said, okay. So I smiled. I said, good staff and everyone good. And I'll tell you, none of the staff, none, were relaxed, and none of them were like I complimented them. They didn't even take the compliment. They were like so stiff. And then what happened was that main boss, she was walking, her assistants, the lower bosses, all that, they followed her. And because it was open at 8 in the morning, they wanted to start with a prayer to Buddha because it's the first day inauguration. So they all were dressed up very formal. And then they had a circle where everyone's standing and the boss was instructing what to do. And so I was watching all this. And here's a funny thing. Even though I wanted to talk to and ask them some questions, they were in so much of fear. They were in so much of... they were not at all relaxed. You know, it was so crazy. I was like, man, this is mad, yeah. It's like, it kind of reminded me of my days in the formal corporate hierarchical structure where, you see your boss or you see someone and everyone is suddenly so afraid and everyone has that, oh, it's a boss. Even though it's another human being, I used to always wonder, like, this guy is another person, 50-year-old, 60-year-old. Why is everyone like this? And obviously, I was immature. I didn't know that you have to respect a person with stripes and someone who has earned his level. I never had proper upbringing. So I used to always think, like, this is another human being like me. But why is everyone, like, acting so stiff and afraid of him? Like, what the hell is he going to do? And obviously, I ended up getting thrown out. But see, the main reason why I shared this with you is the corporate environment, no? Like, I just had a feel of it again. And it kind of reminded me why I hated the corporate world, why I hated the corporate structure, why I chose to not be in it. Not be an employee, not work for whether a national company, multinational company. I just wanted to be my own guy, man. Like today, I'm so chill pill, I'm so relaxed. I can say what I like, dress how I like. I see anybody, big, small, anyone, talk normal. I don't have yes sir, no sir, be in fear and try to kiss ass, or if the boss is coming, work extra hard. I just want to be my own boss here. You might be a multi-millionaire, trillionaire, whatever. That's for you. You might be the MD of the company. That's for you. I'm the boss of my own world here. And over the years, as I look back, that was one of the best decisions I made here. I really don't want to be a corporate slave. And when I saw all of them and how they were acting and how they were so stuck up, I'm pretty sure if I go maybe after some time and the boss is not, they'll be happy, they'll be joking, they'll be talking. But it's so suffocating here. What a life. I don't know if you're going through the same thing, what I'm saying, but see, I'm not trying to tell you that be a rebel and disrespect authority. But all I can tell you is there are some people who are made for this kind of stuff, this kind of lifestyle, this kind of protocol. And then there are others like me who just don't fit in. We don't like this bullshit here. This corporate structure, this formality, this fear, this job insecurity, and he's your boss, he's senior to you. I don't like all this. I'm happy the way I am, Simple, a simpleton. I can never work in a formal environment. That's why I gave away all my ties, all my suits. When did I do that? All my formal outfits. I think nearly 20 years ago. The last I remember wearing a suit and formal outfit was 35. I'm 46 now. Yeah. Not 35. Yeah, 35, 34, 35. Yeah. Never wore a suit, never wore formal attire, never wore a formal shirt. Never. Formal shoes. So suffocating. I hate that life. Hate. And even though I was working in a company, I was pally with the CEO, I was pally with the boss. I never acted like formal, yes sir, no sir. Never, never, never. If you ask me, the last I remember where I was talking yes sir, no sir, and formal, and it was at the age of 20, I think 22, 23. Maybe that. No, 20. Yeah, only Citibank. Yes, it was only Citibank. So that was 20, 21, 21, 22. After that, never yes sir, no sir, formal and this and that. Because I was always working under somebody whom I spoke to as a friend, like a CEO or owner of a company or businessman. And most of the time, wherever I got jobs, it was because the CEO knew me as a friend or took my services as a consultant. Well, there are drawbacks to it also. I can make a separate video on that. And yes, I was egotistical, I was an idiot, my nose was too far up in the sky, and there's a price to pay. You learn humility the tough way. And for me, from the age of 20 till 35 was a time I was super egoistic, thought no end of myself. And then came the suffering, my 2011 video. And there I got humbled and I realized there are some places where you need to be yes sir, no sir. There are some places where you need to be a man. So if I were to repeat, let's say I didn't have a choice and I had to repeat the same nonsense. When you're playing football, you play as per the rules of football. When you're playing cricket, you play with the rules of cricket. So I would have gone with a yes sir, no sir, whatever bullshit works. Why? Because I have a goal, I need to get the job done. I don't give a fuck about the ego. Be humble, but play strategically and smart. It's like, that Unusual Suspects. The Kaiser Sose, the guy you least expected, turned out to be the most powerful, dangerous man. So that's how it is. Anyway, my main reason for sharing this with you is I'm just glad I'm not in the corporate world. It's too suffocating, man. Too bloody suffocating. I'm just glad I'm out of it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? And are you part of the corporate world? And if so, how is it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.